The discussion over two boys who were rejected by Achimota School because they were Rastafarian still continues. Today I've come to a place where you usually find Rastafarians, meet. I've come here today to pick their thoughts on developments which affects them because they find persons, who are practicing the same religion as they are being rejected by the Achimota School. So join me as I pick their thoughts on the latest development. Knock, knock. Hello. Can I sit there or? Okay. Thank you. If you say Rastafari, you are saying Rastafari. Is that what you're saying?
That's the right.
Yeah, that's the right. So I have to say Rastafari. Rastafari. Okay, so not even Rastafarian.
When we say Rastafarian are more than one,
Okay.
Rastafari is a personality.
Okay.
Rastafarian are two or more Rastafari.
Rastafari.
And when we say Rastafari, it's a name of a personality and not a term for people to redefine based on their opinion, feelings, and emotions. When we talk about Rastafari, it's the name of Emperor Haile Selassie I,
Okay.
who was crowned as the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords.
Is it a religion?
Rastafari
It's a Christianity.
is religiously, we are Christians because Haile Selassie is an Orthodox Christian from Ethiopian Orthodox Church as the defender of the faith.
So what are some of the things Rastafari practice that is different from maybe me or every other, apart from your hair that we see? So this is your natural hair, what you have on top of your...
Yes.
It's all grown. How long have you had this?
For 20 good years.
You never cut your hair?
I took it because we have locks, not because of faction, but we have locks because of salvation and liberation to defend our culture and our tradition as black people.
How do you feel when people judge you based on the hair that you have grown and the meaning behind it?
Yes, there's a saying that says that the lion is not concerned with the opinions of dogs.
Okay.
So, like my brother was saying, if you are making statements based on ignorance, I'll look at you that way and treat you as such.
As my brother is saying, these assumptions are not based on facts. Because, as I was saying earlier to my brothers here, that there has been extensive research by the UN. The UN research says that 80% of the cannabis grown in West Africa is used in West Africa, right? And when you look at the population of West Africa, how many Rastas do you see? This is fact-based. We are talking about facts. These assumptions are they are not even based on facts.
Now that we've understand the background, who you are and your, we woke up over the weekend through to this week of news that two young boys, Rastafarians, have been rejected by Achimota because of their hair. The school is saying we can't take it because it's against our rule.
To use a rule or a regulations which is contrary to a constitutional provision against a citizen which rights of education have been prescribed in the constitution, for denying him education is something that when we think about, we can't fathom it.
Now, beyond that, like I'm saying, let's be empathetic. These are children whose lives have been plastered all over social media and news outlets. Where is the privacy for them? Where is the respect for their privacy to begin with? They are not criminals. They are not. It's like all of a sudden we've made them the attention, which should not be the case. The problem is the institution in which they are going into, not them. They've passed.
You see, we are disgracing ourselves to the world, and we are showing our ignorance to the world. Mr. President, Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado, Omampeni, Papa, asɛm no baabi yɛdu no ayɛ ɔman no nyinaa asɛm obiara ka bi sɛsi a wo na ɔyɛ ɔmampanin yɛserɛ wo fa wano tum.
Have you guys faced discrimination before in getting a job?
There's serious profiling by the police. And not just police, people in all walks of life. I'll give you a typical story. I walk to my uncle's office, my own uncle's office. And I get there and the woman at the reception is all prissy and like, what are you doing here? Like all that type of thing. With her Brazil hair. So I didn't say anything. I just sat down until my uncle himself walked out and asked, what are you doing here when you have a meeting with me at this time? I'm like, you're... Another example I'll give you. I was coming back from Togo at some point. A customs officer stops the bus. Young man, get out. Where's your passport? I'm like, why didn't you ask anybody else in the car for their passports? Oh, but you're a foreigner. What makes me a foreigner? Oh, your hair. Ghanaians don't do their hair like that.
So we know the state of our people. We feel frustrated most times, but we know that it's a fight that we have to fight, because on the other hand, our people are full of love. They just have to see what we are seeing, and they just have to understand us from the other side of the fence. We are not denying that our people are loving people. They have love. Ghanaians will open their room for you even if they don't know you. That is the truth.
Yɛn nyinaa yɛ dɛn yɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ nti na Ghana anthem sɛ dɛn ma ɔman ni bɛyɛ yie Ghana man yɛyɛrɛ wudi o yɛ ɔman ni yɛn Ghana man wɔn ka ho yɛ taking us off it yɛn nyinaa mbom yɛnfa baako yɛ because unity can bring solutions. We are all Ghanaians.
Okay.
Our families are Ghanaians.
Okay.
Our children are Ghanaians. We eat Ghanaian food. We pay taxes in Ghanaians. We went to Ghanaian schools. Our classmate, he went at this adult. His classmates know his attitude and his character.
What do you think we can do to change this perception about you? And then finally, with the kids, what's the way forward for you?
As we say in Ghana, charity begins at home. So we would beg all parents to at least teach their youths, at home, that you don't judge people by just looks. It's like unheard of. That wouldn't get you nowhere. Flip it at any other script and it wouldn't work. It's simple like that.
I'm saying a child should be allowed to express themselves. Apart from them being Rastafari children, who for them it's a matter of faith. And it's not just an expression. So I'm talking about all children in Ghana should be allowed to express themselves through hair. We should drop some of these colonial practices because they don't help us. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. It was lovely talking to you. I've learned a lot, and good to meet you. And I hope things get better with especially the two boys. But thank you.
Gadamawe, Haile Selassie, Joe
Rastafari.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah, man.
So what did you say? What was the meaning of what you said?
It's the symbol of righteousness and holiness.
Okay.
True attitude, which is
Okay.
emulated
Okay.
for salvation and liberation as a
Okay.
symbol of black people culture and tradition.
Okay.